When most people hear Transylvania, they think Dracula, vampires, bats, and mysterious castles. But there's another Transylvania right here in Louisiana. No Dracula, no vampire castle. Just a small delta community with ancient history, cotton fields, waterways, and a very unusual name. So how did Louisiana get its own Transylvania? This is the story of Transylvania, Louisiana. If you were looking for Dracula's Transylvania, you'd have to travel thousands of miles across the Atlantic to Eastern Europe. But this Transylvania is right here in northeast Louisiana. Located in East Carroll Parish along US Highway 65, south of Lake Providence and not far from the Mississippi River, this little community sits in the heart of the Louisiana Delta. Long before the community of Transylvania existed, Native American people were living in this part of the Louisiana Delta. Their presence here goes back centuries before the modern town ever appeared. Near the modern community is the Transylvania Archaeological Site, containing a complex of ancient earthen mounds. These remarkable earthworks are part of a much older story, one that reaches deep into the history of the Mississippi Delta. These weren't simply piles of dirt scattered across the landscape. The mounds were part of organized communities where people lived, gathered, worked, and carried out traditions that shaped life in the ancient Delta. The land itself would continue shaping the story. Bayous, wetlands, and rich Delta soil created a landscape that supported generations of people and eventually helped agriculture become the foundation of the local economy. So, how did this Louisiana community get such an unusual name? The answer goes back to Dr. William Lewis Richards, who had attended Transylvania University in Lexington, Kentucky. He brought the name with him to Louisiana. Eventually, the name Transylvania became famous around the world for a completely different reason. Popular stories connected Transylvania in Eastern Europe with Dracula, vampires, bats, and mysterious castles. But Louisiana's Transylvania had already been carrying the name for a very different reason. In 1902, a railroad right-of-way was established through Transylvania. The railroad provided an important connection for the agricultural community and helped tie the area into the larger delta. As transportation improved, Transylvania developed into a small rural community. Stores, farms, roads, and postal service became part of everyday life. For the people who lived here, life revolved around the land. Farming, especially cotton production, shaped the work, economy, and daily rhythm of the surrounding delta. On February 21, 1971, a powerful tornado struck the area. The storm caused major destruction across the delta, leaving damaged homes, buildings, trees, and farmland in its path. The storm left a lasting mark on the community. But Transylvania continued forward, rebuilding and adapting as the years passed. Today, the name still gets people talking. Say Transylvania, and someone will probably mention Dracula. Vampires or bats. The difference is that this Transylvania is right here in Louisiana. And the community has embraced the unusual connection. But behind the jokes and vampire references is a real Delta history that goes back centuries. So, the next time you hear the word Transylvania, you might think of Dracula, vampires, and an old castle in the mountains. But remember, there's another Transylvania right here in Louisiana. From ancient Indian mounds and delta waterways to cotton fields, railroads, storms, and a community that has embraced its unusual name. Transylvania has a story all its own. No Dracula, no vampire castle, just a real Louisiana story worth remembering. This is river roots.